So, in summary, I guess, the Vava is a fantastic all-round stick. It's great for just all-round play. It's good for hitting. It's good for flicking. It's nice on the reverse. It's got a really nice feel on the ball, and it gives you a really nice touch and confidence in every element of the game. It is, as I would describe this profile, an all-rounder. It's, as I say, good at everything, but doesn't really stand out at any one thing specifically. So if you are kind of a midfielder and you want to have every element of the game available to you without any detrimental effects from committing too much to certain extremes, this is a really nice shape, and the carbon layup in this I think is really nice and gives great feedback on the ball and a lot of confidence. The hamper is kind of the next step along. It's much more specialised in flicking with that lower maximum bow point, meaning it's much easier to get under the ball and cause it to lift. Whether that's flicking the ball at goal, whether that's a little lifted pass or 3D skills to beat a defender. It does also mean that when you're shooting on open stick, it's very easy to get under the ball and cause it to lift. So this is a shape that's really a favourite for kind of attacking players, people who are going to be in and around the D trying to get shots off, and also players who want to have a big drag flick. This is starting to move you in that direction. It's also good if you're playing at the back and you want to play long overhead passes. That lower bow means it's easier to get under the ball and add distance to your flicks, so you can put it a long way down the pitch with less effort than if you're using a stick that's more straight. So as I say, I don't think, because of the foam core in the head absorbing some of the vibrations and some of the feel off it, it doesn't give quite as good control and feel on the ball as you get with the Vava with just a straight Techstream carbon. I know that Y1 are pushing forward with this. I do think it has its place. I mean, the foam core adds for hitting. You can hit the ball harder with less vibration, less risk of feedback, which I know, especially in the UK climate, can be terrifying on those cold winter nights when it's, you know, around freezing and you're still trying to get your last training in because you've got a game coming up. So people do look for that vibration reduction, and so I think this could be a good option if you are one of those players who wants to be able to shoot a goal as hard as possible, even in the cold weather. But also I think this shape is tried and tested, and if you like a Lobo stick, this is a gentle Lobo and it's really nice. Okay, on to the Project Oakhand. This I have been referring to when talking to people in person about it as the Fat Boy. The low balance point and the high weight mean this is a sledgehammer. If you are a player who wants to have a big hit, wants to have a lethal drag flick and a terrifying reverse shot, this is fantastic, because that weight all being low down in the head of the stick means that when you swing through, the momentum that it carries is just unreal. It is a monstrous thing to face for the goalkeeper. As I mentioned, Boss F goalkeeper had to retire halfway through the session because he faced too many hits from this, and getting in the way caused him to have a wrist injury. Which, I mean, is glowing in terms of a review for how much power this stick generates. It's obviously not great for Boss F goalie. He has recovered from the session where I was hitting the ball in with this stick. But because of that low balance point and high weight, this is not a stick for someone who wants to be dribbling and lots of intricate movements. Yes, the added weight means it's easier for you to ride through tackles, but you can really feel the strain as you're moving the ball around. And if you're doing a lot of drag flicks in a row, you can feel the fatigue building up in your shoulders and your core of whipping this thing through the ball. But if you're only doing a few throughout a game, this thing is monstrous in the amount of power it can throw through the ball. So if you're not a player who specialises in kind of close control and skills and beating a player, but is someone who wants to have monstrous power in their shots, this is definitely the sort of stick you should be looking at. And finally, the Drag Flicker's favourite, the Project Blank 2.0, I think is a huge step forward in the stick from last year. There are subtle tweaks that they have made to the shaping, and I think it makes it so that this is a stick that would be useful in a game. I feel like last year's was a bit too aggressive in what it was doing, and it had too many downsides for someone to pick it up and carry it through an entire game. This is the sort of stick as to why you're not allowed to change sticks at penalty corners, because people would pull out absolute animals like this. When it comes to flicking, the power generation is unreal. The head shape is so unique, and you can use a variety of different pickup techniques to get the ball under control and drag it into whatever position you need to get it in to whip through the ball and generate a great deal of power. It's got a good amount of power generation when hitting on the reverse stick as well. I think I did manage to break a ball with this stick as well. Obviously the Oak Hand was the specialist in breaking hockey balls, but this one I think I broke one when hitting on reverse. So the power is there for that as well. And like I say, there's some unique techniques that you can use with this stick because of the shaping to add so much deception. But also, if you do get the pickup wrong, it does make it kind of very readable, because the ball will fly into the head of the stick and then hold, and the goalkeeper can track it. But like I say, small variations in technique will make the drag flick really difficult to read, and the power is unreal. I know Y1 again are going forward with this shape now. They've refined it to the point they're happy with it. It's launched as the BB range and does come with a white face on the new stick. That was confirmed to me at the Euro Hockey by Chris from Y1. So yeah, absolutely fantastic drag flicking stick. I think they've rounded off a few of the sharp edges in the other areas of the game for the downsides to carry out that absolutely obscene drag flick that this stick gives you. The bow is so aggressive, it's so easy to get under the ball, and just, yeah, goalkeepers are going to hate this stick. So yeah, so that's the Y1 prototype sticks that were launched this year. Obviously we've gone for a different format for this year's review because obviously we had the fourth one launching on Boxing Day, and I didn't want to make you sit through kind of a 40-minute video talking about them. So let me know if you like this new format. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the sticks. Be sure to leave comments on this video, send it to people, get the word out. Yeah. If you like my reviews and want to support, if you head over to bossfhockey.com/club or patreon.com/bossfhockey, you can join the Boss F Hockey Club. It starts for free, but there are various membership tiers available with different benefits. You can also head to bossfhockey.com and buy some merch. I've got t-shirts, hats, grips, stuff that you use for hockey. All that money goes towards funding these reviews, and any excess goes towards running giveaways.